Welcome. It's been a bit to the holidays. Happy New Year to everyone. We'll be starting again in Islir Chronicles, picking up right after the big few accidental of when the party was searching for the source of this explosion, but a green dragon that was there as well. They're all currently resting. They're letting the party do the meteor. They are not wanting to not die now. Was just laying. The party had harvested a dragon heart out of the green dragon, young green dragon heart, and Rodin had been messing with the meteorite, realizing that by pushing into it, it seems softer than it should be. For whatever reason, by channeling magic into it, it seemed to accept that magic, and which was fire, and it ignited for a brief moment, slightly singeing our Ferwalkie friend. So, I'm gonna tell you how this works. I have come up with one property for this magical human. There are no other properties. I'll let you guys create those properties. This is a one and only material. Can add one property to it if they wish.
Weird.
Rotation or out of character? Let's work on this together as an out of character team.
Let's be more kind of out of character. We can kind of figure out like how you guys work it out.
So real, and we got to figure out what it does. I mean, we get to make up what it does.
Effectively, and this is going to be the only source of it. So this will be a kind of a way of group work together. Kind of like I want a way of including everyone, if that makes sense. And I kind of like the idea of like this being a peak to you all. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this instant kills all dragons.
What? I was just about.
What if you want to be like different? It can be just simple properties, or it can be something specific. If that makes sense.
It insta kills everyone who touches it. We try to transport. We all die.
Oh, by the way, Rodin, you're dead.
So I take it the
I
amplifier.
vote for that one.
The amplifier copying effect is.
Yeah, it's called magical entombment.
Okay.
I'll describe what that does for you. You guys know that already. Basically, it was because of the magic in ears why it molds a little bit better, but also why it put it kind of tuned it to that element for a brief period. There might be a way to more.
In it, we could use it as a cooking stone.
But you'd physically attach to it, push more into it. Like,
I have an interesting idea.
there's more effort to permanently attune it to an element, and there's
so
anything that's basically.
Because I was thinking, what if this is some weird sort of on for it for a while, and then depending on who it's holding on to, it say tunes to Rodin's nature. It's not like you can say like X amount of days, adapt to that person. So for instance, somehow it would have something to might be able to like, or if he like makes a weapon out of it, he could channel his through it. Just like maybe for friend plague doctor, gain the proper into tool they need. Not exactly that, but it might be able to change proper if she could use it in like different contraptions.
Kind of what you're thinking. Like, what if there might be multiple things depending on how big the things are.
Mm-hmm.
For a certain period of time, whatever that item is, it gains like based on your main character's trait. Basically.
Yeah, like it sort of soul bounds to your personality essence.
So it gains we'll call it a soul trait. How's that sound?
Would it be personnel or?
I think that we can determine it as each. We just like the.
No,
Yeah, like
this is reminding. This is kind of reminding me of the kitties.
It's also kind of reminding me of like witching stones or something like that.
Different skills and abilities depending on what they're
Yeah,
absorbing.
I'm getting that feeling as well. My idea was something close to Quentin, adapting. Like I was thinking, like, I was to see like I was using like spells as like a template for ideas, and I was thinking like if we could turn it into a ring for everybody or like something that I can whatever, you could infuse it with enhance ability, so it would each individual person and what they need. So it's kind of what Quentin's. I like Quentin's idea. I think an adaptable material that absorbs, whatever we put into it could also be adaptable to. So I'm on board with what Quentin's saying, but I don't know how that would look. I don't know.
You're thinking something like where it not just getting a trait, but it has like it changes based on who it.
I like that idea that like Quentin was rolling around with, that each individual gains some sort of benefit, and that whenever he was talking, I was flipping through my spells and I just pulled up enhanceability. I'm not saying enhanceability. I'm just saying as a template, like
you're using that as a idea.
Yeah, so like for example, like whatever item that Shanti would have, it be some sort of strength, enhancer, or like trash, like something that would increase like dexterity or some sort of advantage with those checks, and like with field medic, something that would enhance their spell casting. I'm just echoing what Quentin is saying and just throwing out some ideas.
So anyone opposed to this kind of soul trait?
I'm fine with that. I'm just, if my character's going to be suspicious of it though.
Your character is suspicious of everything.
Well,
let's be real.
That's true. But as I said, this makes me think of the kitties. My character's probably thinking
I 100 as well.
And it's going to be trying to run experiments on it.
Other thing that I would do, chilling in the chat last session. I think either Rick or Turtle suggested like, what if we put a heal in it? That could be interesting as well, to have some sort of rejuvenating property. That's the word.
Okay, that's interesting. Be like just was that just because of the magical attunement, or did you?
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Were you talking about like that as the magical attunement that I already put in there, correct? Or is that what you're discussing?
Oh no. So my apologies. So the memory soul attunement, is that it?
There's magical attunement and there's soul trait current is what we've been kind of where you put a spell in.
Okay, so the soul attunement would be like basically the adaptive properties would basically be the one thing that it does. I'm understanding this correctly.
So far, it fire. We determined that after you're tuning to the item for a certain period of time, it'll gain a trait based. Whatever the item is. Those are the 2 traits so far.
Oh, so far, so we can do more.
Yep.
I'll leave that up to the group. I think everybody having a little bit of heal would be good, but it doesn't have to be.
and be simply like
Crickets. Like, right.
quote unquote discover as was shit.
like is not like conductive. That doesn't have to be like. But right now, yeah, like I said, going to have all these properties. This is something.
Yeah, I think.
Mhm. Size reference. I mean, it's
Question stands.
I don't know.
potentials.
And I might be if we need to break it up. Pounds.
At the moment, I would say 5. It's not 4 pence thing. It is like kind of. I don't want to say hollow, but there's like pockets in it. It's not like a perfect rock. If that makes sense.
So we're gonna have to like refine it, kind of.
Yeah, this is there's more than just this metal in this entire thing. There's like plain rock in it as well. So so it is not just completely this metal is what I'm trying to say. So I would say within the 500 pounds. And that's a what's it called? Words, English. Ritual.
Headers, I'm probably gonna have to multicast it.
Yeah, it only lasts an hour.
It's gonna be a long haul. But I'm willing to use every spell slot if I have to because it's first level.
Yeah, that's gonna kill you though if we run into. I mean, do it if you want to.
I don't use enough spells in combat, so I will be fine.
Okay.
I do use them occasionally, but I have other options, so.
I am kind of curious about one thing going on the paranoia that Grizz and Field Medic is feeling. Shino kind of is as well. I'm gonna do one thing real quick.
Mhm.
Can Shino touch it?
Yep. You feel that you kind of the same thing as like Road War. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to push into this like metal to like leave a mark.
I mean, if nobody else is gonna lick it.
Yeah, Sheena. I mean, go ahead and lick it if you want to.
Little plastic friend is willing to lick things. That's cool.
Sheena's gonna close her eyes and focus in her energy and kind of put her hand on her wound on her side. And she's just going to try to see if there is any connection to the murder cheetahs and the beings. See if she can sense anything.
I don't think there's a direct connection. I think the only like kind of connection you can maybe feel is that same adaptiveness of it, but it's not like you're not feeling it like, oh, this is the same thing. It's just along the same vein of like it can be more than it is right now.
So I would imagine she gets the sense that if this were to fall into the wrong hands, it would be bad.
Yes. Well, as would most like unique elements like this. It can be used for profound good, profound evil. Enough. This thing isn't inherently good or evil.
Is very neutral.
This is
Unless you want it to be.
I mean, yeah, it's moldable.
this is basically effectively this is. I'm not saying this in like it is what it is exactly, but this is a similar situation of power. Power is not inherently good or evil.
I had the idea to make it sentient, but then if we were to split it up, want to make it sentient after we split it up and not beforehand, because that might be bad.
What if one of our personalities makes it sentient, huh?
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, so we like have our own little Jarvis?
Or what if
That would be
it's,
awesome. And you have an artificer at hand that could help with that.
Yarves.
All right. Well, I'm a little less paranoid about the rock then. Okay.
I'll
So
also say, if you guys want to take, I would say it's not hard if you want to take time to like remove the material from the rock. It would also be a lot lighter that way.
Yeah, if we
Those
take
are-
like a long rest, I could use like the cantrip that lets you do earth moving stuff, and see if that would help to get out. And I don't know. I feel like we need a long rest anyway.
Yeah, we do, because we just fought a fucking dragon.
Yep. Long rest would be useful.
Yep. Let's see if I don't know if Shino has any spells prepared that may help. Move Earth though would really help. Let's see.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's not move earth. What the fuck is it called?
I mean, she could literally stand, kick it, and cast Thunderwave. That's about all she could do.
Because I definitely used whatever cantrip it was before to dig that hole around the of river escape that was. Is it Molder? It's a cantrip.
I think Molder is the cantrip.
Oh yeah, mold earth. So like if that would work to at least pull it out of the dirt, I don't know if that would help get the you can instantly excavate, change shapes, colors, dirt and stone, and I can make it difficult terrain.
Yeah, and you can move a bit with it too. So I mean, it is technically like the stuff around it is a stone. It's an unworked stone. So yeah, that would.
Just use the. Is it bigger than 5 feet square? Like you said, smart car, right?
Yeah, like
If we get the dirt off and the rock off of it and get it into like a lump that's 5 by 5, I could just push it along with mold earth 5 feet at a time, very slow.
well, you can mold there for out of the metal out of it, and I would say probably between like all of you, you could probably put pieces of it in like your backpacks and carry it that way. Then, because it's not like one dense metal, it's like clusters of this metal.
So it's like nuggets.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Chicken nuggies.
Think,
Metal
think
nuggies.
think of like like orbit is falling from space, basically. Where there's like an ore cluster. Like there's probably chunks of probably the biggest chunk of metal is probably I'd see maybe slightly smaller than a beach ball size. Not like perfectly spherical, but like area. I mean, there's a decent amount of it, but that's probably the biggest chunk. And you can tell, like, just by looking at, like, there's probably more here before it, like, started crashing down, but a lot of it probably burned up. of space.
Yeah, I'll burn a wild shape to turn into some. I'm going through to try to see which is the strongest, just to help move stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so set up camp, long rest, so I can swap out my cantrip.
Yep.
Use it to excavate, bring up, then we can carry.
Yeah. Sugar bear. I think that's the strongest I have. +4.
Who is to
Should be
break
fine.
that stone up?
I mean, it's not like pieces of metal and stuck in rock, so we're just gonna take the important stuff, right?
Field medic starts nodding and pulls out some vials. I will collect some soil samples once it starts breaking into little pieces and see if any of those could be useful.
Like it's a trash in the day, or however long it takes to get it dislodged and chunked up.
Fair enough. I would say, with the use of like magic and probably just brute force, because you can chip away at it with like the stone other ways too. I'd say it won't after the long rest. It'd probably take maybe because the spell doesn't. It's not like a large area, but there's not a large. Like you can clear large spots of it on the stone because it's because how the spell mold earth, it takes like what an action to cast.
Yeah, it's like an act. Yeah, it's an action.
So like every 6 seconds you're clearing like a cube, basically. I would say maybe within even a couple hours, you can guarantee make sure you have everything out of there.
Yeah, and like clear dirt around it, maybe make it easier to get in and out of the hole because it was kind of a drop, right?
Oh yeah, it is basically steep.
Yeah, so like make a ramp so we can get in and out of there easier, that kind of stuff.
So what do you want me to roll to see if I can get any chippings off of it while it's being off?
Go ahead and just make me survival. It's kind of let's be survival. Mm, we'll what's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is +7. Well, no, sorry, that's my saving throw. My intelligence modifier is +4. Sorry.
+4. So we'll add 3 to that because it'll be survival intelligence. So
that'd be 20. Nice.
20. Yeah, you probably get. I mean, there are things that are probably in the ground as well that you spot as you guys are doing this. So I'll say you get 3 vials of it, of like just samples that are too minute to be usable in a like crafting sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, but since I'm an alchemist, it's good for using for seeing if there's any chemical reactions I can elicit from it. But that's for later.
I will also say after the long rest,
Yeah, what happened to the group of other guys that were here? Did they just slink off, or are they watching us do this?
they probably left, but they probably. Who did they hand this to? Actually, probably. Yeah, because should hand this to. It would have been to Shino or Rodin. They would for everybody a pouch of some gold, just kind of as a thank you for them not dying.
Saving. Thank you for saving our ass. Here's.
If you split it up even between the 6 of you, that will bring you to 10 gold. Or sorry, yeah, it's enough for 10 gold for each of your party members currently.
Cool.
I'm gonna add down to the
10
Dune
gold
there.
is 10 gold.
But apparently they were on another mission going this way and happened across this. They weren't actually going to this one. So they end their objective. Now that there's no longer a dragon that just fucking popped up.
Question. Did we get any information for when something was seen falling from the sky?
Apparently it was more just heard. Because, like, because of the distance off here in the jungle.
Could Shino do some sort of check to figure out how long this has been here? Like looking at like maybe if it fell from the sky, there's got to be some like charred remains or something that she could look at, some sort of maybe survival or something to see how long it's been.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a survival check.
I feel like I get advantage with this. Maybe not. Hold on.
You're in a jungle, I believe, because it's a wisdom.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's good. 26.
26. You had a rough kind of like you had a rough guesstimate before. It was like maybe within like a 2 to 3 week span. Like no one had to like they heard the explosion, but they weren't 100% sure. Like because it wasn't like exactly like heard in town. Like everyone in town heard an explosion. It was like people that are out in the jungle heard it and they didn't have like a exact sense. You would say maybe week and a half ago ish at most.
Okay, this is going to be a stretch, but could Shino try to? Here's what I'm curious if this metal adaptive quality has spread to the nature around it. Is it possible for her with that role to find some sort of like a little sapling or sprout, something that is just growing out of the earth that's around it?
Yeah, you can find something.
She is going to take that and put it with some soil in her like little herb pouch, which she doesn't have anything in it anymore because she gives everything to Field Medic. But she's going to, she's going to try to keep it alive. So she'll use Druidcraft to help it grow and everything. Just going to see what grows from it.
I will also say you guys probably noticing the effect that was kind of keeping people forgetting this area has been like you resisted it, so it wasn't like trying to influence you again, but it was like you can feel that sensation in the ear as you've been long resting here. Over time, it's starting to kind of fade. Like whatever this is, it wasn't like part of the metal or the stone. It just seems to be the impact here was causing that had this effect in the ear, and is slowly kind of like dissipating. That makes sense. Like it doesn't seem to be an intentional effect of which is the happenstance. But it's fading. You mentioned probably after maybe another week or so, it'll be completely gone. This area will be back to normal. especially with that survival check as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have this metal now. We don't have a name for it yet, but is we'll just call it space metal for now. Not going to quantify it at the moment, but you have a decent amount. It'll probably take a few of you to carry it all back, but
Yeah, I'm not exactly strong, but
If we're able to reduce its size, we could probably fit it in my bag of holding.
the only part that wouldn't was, like I said, that bigger, like beach ball sized one, but the rest of it are smaller. So that would probably fit in the bag of holding.
All right.
So just the one bigger piece would have to probably be kind of carried. Imagine Shanty could probably do it if you guys wanted to. Up to her. Cecilia
Yeah.
can't because she is strong.
I could probably
Yeah.
carry it.
Cecilia could roll it, and maybe that. Also, might not be just a magic user trying to roll it. It might just start kind of getting divots.
Welcome back.
yeah, if it's that soft, you'd be rolling it along and it'd be like leaving chunks stuck in things.
I will say
Oh
this.
God, what if it was like a Katamari ball?
Uh, question for Shanty: would you be using the gauntlets, like holding with the gauntlets on, holding it, or have the gauntlets off to kind of get a better grip on it?
I'll try with the gauntlets on. I think that should be fine.
Okay.
For now. Unless the gauntlets will explode it. Oh wait, the gauntlets have damage on it.
They do. They're a magical item.
I do know this thing absorbs magic. I'll use my hands,
All right.
I guess.
I would say probably because you guys be walking a bit while she's holding this. There are no divots in her holding it. Like, because she's got a good grip on it. There's no like where her hands are. They're not digging in like the slight pressure Rodin and Shino did. Because Shanty doesn't know magic. Shanty does not have any magic in her.
Hey, that hurts.
Shanty has magic around her.
Muscle wizard cast fist. What are you talking about, magic? She got magic.
I mean, the magic that Shanty knows is all based on runes, which are but
Mhm.
armor
Oh,
and
true,
weapons.
true.
It's not like innate.
Yeah.
It is
Mm-hmm.
practiced.
Yeah, it's full magic,
Yeah.
not.
So that the reason why it was molding is because magic of the person can use to kind of like mold it. You guys walk for a while. I need a perception check from whoever will be wants to basically whoever will be keeping an eye out as you guys walk.
I'll go.
I think I closed my sheet again. Keep doing that. Back on it. I'm letting roll 20 roll for me.
Perception 16.
I sure won't
Yeah.
really roll 20 roll for you.
Yeah, I don't feel like digging my dice out. I cleaned up, so my shit's everywhere.
I like how you said, I'm going to do this, and then this is me at 9.
Yeah, like here, suffer.
uh,
I was just letting people with higher perception checks go.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. I have a +5, so.
well, the 16, you notice it first. It's not that Trash or other people don't notice it. It is more you notice it first, You see a cat. A very familiar cat.
Oh, goody.
See it kind of sitting on like probably a lower hanging branch, just kind of like its tail just kind of down behind it, softly moving, and it just stares at you.
Hello again. She'll stop.
Leaps to the ground.
Yeah, she's gonna stop. Oh wow. The one time I don't have it, I don't have speak with animals. I took it off.
It leaps to the ground, it stares at all of you, and then it moves off to the right of the path that you're moving, stops and stares at you.
I can't speak with animals.
Thank you.
Is that a come hither?
That's a come hither, I'm pretty sure. But for the first, I took it off. Or of course, this happens every goddamn time.
I never take it off.
Yeah.
Never take it off.
It did the same shit with absorb elements, and I think that's what I switched it out for. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, can't speak with animals and just kneel down and say, "Hello there."
Hello.
Can we help you?
Looks over at like at all of you for a moment, and then one of you was looking for the mistress, so I lead. She wishes to see you.
Who has a mistress? I didn't even think any of you were married.
Isn't that something nobles usually do?
I mean, I haven't been married yet.
Insight check that bitch. Oh, that's good. 4. Have you been married, Shanty?
Yeah.
I rolled a 24 insight.
I make something up quick.
I don't know. No, I have not been
Shaggy is
yet.
married to her work.
I'm married to my work. Rouge. I don't have time for this.
What if Rouge is her wife and she's transformed as a bird?
Secretly, I've been with a druid this whole time. You guys just haven't noticed yet.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Never.
Bird.
I mean,
We're
as
all
long
warlock.
as Rouge is a consenting adult,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Do what you want. We were all warlocks last campaign. Why not druids this one?
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna multi-class. Don't worry.
One or the other now. It's either we all one class, all different class.
Yeah, I have a druid character that I can rip up character dies.
Just everyone's druid.
Nah, me and Shuttle's still fighting for creepy bar play.
First death, the bard. Yep.
Yeah.
It's so funny that we came up with the same fucking bard. I mean, not the same, but you know.
Oh, feelings. Else.
No. This is the thing. We're not changing it. First dies, plays the bard.
One of my campaigns just ended. My creepy doctor I can't play anymore.
Creepy doctor.
Yeah, I was in a One Piece campaign and I got the disable fruit, so I took people's limbs and stole them. It was fun.
Oh.
What would the
Yay.
alternate universe Kale be like?
Mm. My party members had monkey arms because they lost theirs.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me about this actually.
Fun.
Monkey arms.
He could shoot with his foot.
Do you follow the cat though?
I mean, do we want to follow the cat boy?
I want to follow the cat boy shovels or cat person, cat. But I will not.
Not what?
Put other people in danger. This cat knew about the portal that I came through and saw me running through. I'm curious if its master may know something. But definitely isn't my master by any means. That's if Roden shared the mistress
Yeah,
part
I did.
with the group.
I-
Okay.
I did.
I just realized that as I said it.
Wait, Ronan has a mistress. Ooh.
The cat was referring to its mistress, but yeah.
Wait, the cat's married?
It refers to its master as the mistress.
I'm just being silly.
Yeah. The cat might be married, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, Sheena will take steps. She'll follow the cat. Y'all can come if you want or stay on the road, but I have to go and do this. And I feel this will be in your best interest as well. Looks at Roden for your lost item or stolen.
Do you think it is to take our new acquisition with us to where you're going instead of dropping it off back at home?
Well, we're not near home, are we? We're like halfway there, right?
Yeah, at this point.
So
fine
if we
where
were going,
it
we would
goes.
have to split the party if we were taking it back, any of it back, or double back.
Question still
Could-
stands.
Could you ask this lovely individual, Roden, how far the mistress is?
Alright, I will. How far exactly will we have to walk to get to your mistress? Exactly.
Far.
Not too far.
If you do not want to bring that there, we could always go and then come back if you want to wait here. Or
Ask it if there's speed needed in this. Like, is it like a dire situation, or can we return? Like, you know.
Yeah, I guess I asked at that.
It sits for a second and kind of like tilts its head, tell it's trying to figure out whether or not it's a good idea to make its master wait it or not. And it's like thinking for a second and it goes, are you worried about your... And it looks over at like Shanty, who's holding the medal. New prize.
It seems that way.
If it makes you feel better, she has no interest in it.
Inside.
Roden, you need to insight check that. Yeah. Not that we can, because we don't.
yeah,
You can make an insight check.
And-
On inside.
I'm just imagining like
Oh.
Roden standing there going meow 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 meow.
Yep.
That is math. 23, I think. 18
Okay.
plus 5.
At the very least, it believes that she has no interest in it. But you can tell it with that insight too that it was not just thinking; it was probably communicating with them. You can tell this is some sort of familiar. So at the very least, she told her familiar that she has no interest in it.
But she knows about it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we might as well just bring her with us.
I can go just by myself and catch up with y'all when you get back if you guys need to get back. I know the jungle. I should be fine. I leave that up to you. But I am going.
They would without a guide that truly knows the jungle.
Yeah, we need to get home. We need you to get home.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Side trip.
You have to remember, these people aren't exactly one with nature. They don't know their way.
You would think after this time they would pick up a thing or two, but
I mean, I was until I grew a brain.
brains don't get you anywhere. They just hold you down. That's why you should think less.
Everybody, here so I can fix things.
Oh, we had a long rest, didn't we?
Yes, you did. So is anyone not following a cat?
If they're going, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm following a cat. It's that or walk in a circle in the jungle until Chino catches up with us. So.
Yep.
So the cat leads you all. It's not a particularly long distance. It's maybe, I would say, at most, probably a couple-minute walk away. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this jungle's pretty dense. It's hard to see like too far ahead. But eventually, you do start heading into a clearing. And there is one thing you can see in this clearing because it is impossible not to see it. You see a tower. For as the tower is the same all the way around from top to bottom. Not that you can see the top. It's impossibly tall. There's no visible windows, there's only a door. It just extends upwards, but doesn't like bend or bow. It just doesn't make logical sense. Well, the cat heads toward the door. There's a small little cat door that enters in the door, but it doesn't stop. It just goes right in. What do you do?
Be polite and knock. Wow.
You knock and you hear a voice. Come in. Door's unlocked.
We go inside.
All right.
I walk in.
Yeah, Trash kind of lets Sheena go first
Yeah,
because
let Sheena
it
go
seems
first.
like she knows this person to some degree, or
No.
well, you're the one that wanted to come here. You go first.
I'll go first since we're dealing with royalty.
Oh God.
Oh God.
You see, the cat kind of hopped up hopped on a desk, and you see behind the desk a younger elven-looking feature, kind of like in a male, but like elf, but in like a suit. I can probably show this to players, show it to everyone. Yes.
Okay.
Does it show the image?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Okay, perfect. That is who you see, and they kind of stand up and you must be the expected guests.
Yes. Who are you?
I am the butler, Ruvain Oriris. And I will do this so you can see the name as well. He gives a bow.
This cat said that the cat led us here and has been on the trail for a bit.
We are here to see the mistress.
Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. I can lead you away.
Before we go in, is there like any etiquette we should show the mistress before we meet her
Uh,
to stay in her good graces?
I would say be respectful. Beyond that, there's not really much informalities, at least not necessary ones.
Shall we go up?
Sure.
The cat just kind of curls up on the desk and seems unintending of going up by letting you go now. It's done its job.
Up or down?
Up this way.
These seem like very dangerous stairs to me.
Sir, he kind of like up on him like this, so you can put your eyes behind him as a half upwards. Cecilia. Ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Cecilia.
I'd be scared if I had to go up these stairs. Like, it seems like it's just beams floating in air.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah, those are leg breaking stairs.
They disappear as you hop onto them, and then you had to go really fast.
Oh God.
Oh, that's even worse.
They're closer together than the image is, but like as you kind of place a foot down, it does. There's some motion to it. Like it is not attached.
Mm-hmm.
It is just floating there.
I'm trying to remember what movie or book or game had that effect where there's these stairs that would vanish, and the solution was the character took out some sand and started throwing it up the steps to make them appear again. I can't remember where I ran into that. It's like clear as day in my head, but I don't remember the source, and I can't even tell you if it was movie, anime.
I mean,
TV show.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that had something like that, but this was something specific where it was like going up into a tower instead of going across a maze or going across the gap thing. Sorry, don't mind me. Just evoking a memory.
Oh, good. He leads you up a single flight of stairs. You see more stairs. It goes up, of course, but this is the room you see. Things of note. You see a window across the way, even though there were no windows on the outside. You can tell you're higher up than a single flight of stairs. She'll let you. Large kind of chessboard-like pattern in the middle, two sets of couches, and a single individual kind of sitting on the couch. I can show her to players now. Here's Elvin. Other than the elven nature, the most prominent part of is the very bright blue eyes. They kind of glow as she turns, looks at you, and gives a bit of a nod. And she stands up. Tea or something?
I mean, I would never pass an offer of food. If there's food, it's just tea. That's just leaves and water.
I feel like a hesitant sure from Shino
You get some
would be.
refreshment. And she looks at Rovain, who nods, and he'll head further up at this point. Welcome.
So I feel like you know something about my fate, and so I've brought my friends here as well. Do you know anything about the portals opening up in the jungle?
There's always portals opening up in the jungle. They're everywhere. They close, they open, they close. Different places. Different planes.
Who are you?
Well, the name I was given is Kishara Zinsela. I can now add that to the C thing. Burp. Babe. If you wish to use that name.
Pretty large tower out here in the jungle. Well, what are you doing out here?
This is where I live. Lived here all my life.
I guess I'm looking for some way to open a specific portal to the Feywild, and do you know anything that could assist with that? Or anything that we can do to get some help? I'm with a tower like this and magical qualities that I'm picking up that you might have some sort of ability. Obviously, it doesn't come for free. But I need help.
She thinks for a second. She kind of looks at you and she nods. Well, you've done part of the legwork already. You found one of the more natural portals. She looks at Yoshino.
Yes. I mean, I guess coming and going? I'm not quite sure. Did you see me come here?
Well, yes. You all come and go and as you please. I've seen many people come and go.
You just watch like everybody?
Well, yes, usually it is just watching. Very rarely do people come to talk to me. I think the most recent conversation I've had was with you. And she turns to you, Roden.
Through your familiar, I assume.
No.
Hello?
Not many people talk to me the way you do.
Oh,
Wait, is she the jungle?
That's where I was just about starting to think. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but definitely what I was thinking.
Most just wander through.
The rodent does have a mistress.
Mm-hmm. And her name is the jungle.
Like, does she get mad when we pick her flowers?
I was
Like-
just thinking that. Like Gina's ears go down a little bit. As she thinks that.
I mean, we haven't in character realized this, but yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
we're
How have you been? Wait, Roden?
Later.
But yes, for you want away in and I assume back, correct?
Yes. Some. Yes, we need to get to the Feywild.
Hmm.
he watches everybody. Does she know anything about the murder cheetahs?
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. When you saw me come in, did you see something follow me as well?
Nothing larger at the moment. Not that time ago, yes. Your hunter required another way in, it seemed.
I was just making sure there wasn't more than one. I mean, I'm sure there are other problems, evolved problems, but didn't know if there was another.
Well, it kind of sounded from our last encounter that it was working on newer models.
Yeah. Didn't know if there were any old versions lurking around still, basically.
Yeah. Do we have any untied loose ends?
Yeah.
But I could provide you with the means to open that a portal and another means to come back. If that's what you wish.
What's the catch?
Hmm. What would I want? Kind of seems puzzled for a moment.
mean, people don't usually ask for things without wanting something, or offer things without wanting something in return. At least not as far as trash understands the world.
He goes back and hands food and drink. Hmm. The only thing I can think of. You're already kind of doing, to be fair. So I can't think of anything else.
And what is it that we're doing?
Getting rid of an issue.
What issue? If we may ask? Well, like,
How to describe it? Whatever or whoever is responsible for that creature that attacked you
oh,
is... I don't know what their intent is, but I can tell it would mean my destruction.
okay.
To what extent, I don't know. I can just feel its mouth.
Any advice on that front?
In defeating whatever this is.
Yeah. Or in like how to detect if any of his pets have arrived here? Maybe you could help with that?
And there's currently one, though it vanished recently. Relatively recently.
On
I
what? The murder cheater, or
I think the Perskin Walker guy.
Yes, that thing was different than when it arrived.
Any idea where it went?
Which kind of things. I believe the rift that opened up went to the Shadowfell.
It's in the Shadowfell.
hey,
plane?
Shadowfall.
I mean, it's a bonus that we know it's not on our plane fucking with anyone we know. Unless we know anyone from the Shadowfell, but I don't. I think.
I don't. What would I really if she know anything about the reflection of the Feywild?
Say history or arcana work, Red.
Shit and shit. Got it. So 20.
There it is. The Shadowfell, yeah, it is like a mirror image of. It's a darker image of kind of sections of it are like darker images of the material plane. Some sections of it are of the other planes, but they're it's not its own plane other than the darkness to it. It's kind of like it's got segments where it's like, oh, this is a darker image of the plane of fire. So that like there is.
It's got like subdomains, kind of.
Yeah. So you do know that there is connection to the Feywild as well.
Here's my question now. If we know that that portal open took the being that killed, that's where the shadow fell.
What's that? You broke up.
Question, I guess, to the group, or I guess Sheena will turned to Rodin. So if that portal opened up and took that being back to its master in the Shadowfell, your item and my mother in the Feywild or the Shadowfell.
Way to find out. Let the portal and get in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we need to go to.
Well, I
We
mean,
should
if
not rush into such a thing. Should not rush into such a thing.
but that's the fun do things.
Perhaps, but I don't think we're prepared to enter it now.
And what do we need to do? Get like a passport?
Potions and research I do not know. We have a guide for the Feywild, we do not have one for the Shadowfell, do we?
No.
And what you face might be more dangerous than things you faced so far.
I guess if we go to the Feywild, I might to reconnect with information. What's going on? There was a satyr that we ran into that said that there were, the elves that were being preyed upon. Hell, I hadn't even thought about it until now. I'm nervous because I feel like it's very obviously a trap, and I already feel like I've put all of you in danger just in proximity with these things that have been hunting me. I know that your fate, Rodin, is tied with mine because my core item, or we believe so, but y'all would be willingly walking into a trap.
Trash is just gonna sort of shrug and be like, well, if it's not like that trying to kill me, it's gonna be something else, so. And I think even if we disengage ourselves from you at this point, we're still on the menu. Not that I would, just saying.
I don't know. He has done too much stuff, so I personally like to get rid of him just for my own peace of mind. But I mean, we took him last time pretty easily. So the biggest trouble we could run into would be anything native to the plane. Also, plane has a lot of stuff that's interesting.
To be fair, what you face I don't think is the same thing you've just fought before. It would be the creator more than likely.
In the Feywild itself, in the Shadowfell.
Or
We don't know.
I doubt the creator is far from what you seek. She looks at you, Gino.
In that case, you might want to try and.
You mentioned she doesn't think.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. If they're holding them, they're probably not quite.
You, long shot, I guess. Do you know anything about my mother? I find it odd since we're on the material plane, but I guess anything's possible.
I don't, sorry. Been a while since I communicated with my other half.
Your other half?
Yes. This jungle originated from the Feywild before it was cut.
Related to the jungle?
Yes.
I'm just gonna give Trash a straight up info to see if she can put all this together. Hold on, where's my character sheet? Where'd you go here?
And did Rodent say that in character? The yes.
I got an 18. Do you think Trash can like piece together that like she is, if not exactly the jungle, that she's related with somehow, and that her being destroyed means the jungle being destroyed, and that's a bad thing, and that would be like a perfect reason to help Shino, and not care about walking into a trap.
You get the sense just from the way she's worded everything and the way she's kind of referred to the jungle as it seems that she is either very closely connected to jungle or it's not they're not separate. It's one or the other. So it's either way, it's you probably connect a lot of that is not good for the jungle.
Urge to run up and give this person Israel.
Yeah, Trash just kind of like thinks like you know that meme with the lady looking at all the numbers. It's kind of
Math.
And then she's like, I think I get it. I don't know if she would blurt it out, but we have a vested interest in helping this lady. I think because if I feel like if something happens to her, something happens to the jungle itself. I don't know if we made the complete connection that she is that, but I think Trash gets it that if something happens to this person, something happens to the jungle. She'll relay that. And I kind of live there and like work there, and like I don't want to have to find a new place to live.
There's some really good spell components in the jungle as well.
Have they been helpful?
Very much so.
They're quite delicious as well.
That is pleasant to hear.
I feel like we could abuse that and be just like, hey, where does this one thing grow? We need more of those prismatic ones.
Rooms.
Is gonna walk across the chessboard. I don't know if it'll do anything. And she will just give the lady a hug, and she will cast Druidcraft as she does it.
You step onto the chessboard, and you step forward and you cross, and nothing happens.
Okay. Because she was thought about the chessboard, but it was giving anxiety.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like somebody who would play chess or even know about chess. Agency where you can choose it that you're proficient in of them, but
I
I know set or something.
Soldier background
dice.
for
yeah.
Whatever I took, something that I took gave me.
Wait, no, doesn't no.
Hugger and you cast Druid. Okay. She hug you back. I mean, she just seems to not know how to respond.
Yep, 100%.
Is an intake.
Wait. Roll perception. It was after I clicked the.
I would say with the because you kind of your eye trash and action because you're looking. Imagine because you are technically floor. The entire greener than it.
Interesting, because you said there's no windows on the inside.
Yep. Like, right here.
I mean, I feel like solidifies Trash's like thoughts on that. see.
So effectively, Shino cast Druidcraft on the jungle.
The entire jungle, all at
The
once.
entire jungle.
Nice. Nice. She'll just say thank you for your help.
Of course. Hmm. I need someone to roll me a D100.
Oh, it's she knows.
What?
This is her bullshit. That's she knows.
Let's roll it.
Yes, ma'am. 39.
And let me just look at the thing for this.
Ancient red dragon.
Mm.
Da, 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 da. Perception check real quick.
From everybody?
Nope.
It's all on your shoulders.
Oh, no.
Portal opened. Fucking-
In the room?
no. Somewhere in jungle. It's closed again.
Oh, no.
Did anything come out of it?
Tilts her head. I can't. I can. Something's there, but I can't see it.
That's not good.
I can see
Right.
the lack of it.
What's it shaped like?
Sphere. Seems like whatever. There's an area around whatever that. I imagine
Okay, so
not
it's in
perfect
like a
circle.
bubble.
It's in a bubble. Yes.
I was gonna say like we could do that. What's that Pokemon thing? We just see the black outline of it and be like, oh, that's a murder cheetah. No.
That could be an issue.
Well, that just happened recently with the rock, right? With you,
Oh.
Rodin.
That fell from above.
And this
Came
is a
from the
portal.
Shadowfell.
Something that came from a portal from the Shadowfell and is hiding itself. That's like totally not good.
Oh, that's bad.
Sounds a lot like the Hunter, or its new iteration, possibly.
There was a 40% chance he would make it back from the Shadowfell.
I
So
feel
what
like
do we do?
we sh-
Do we go towards it or away from it? Like, do we want it to get a hold of that stuff?
Mm-mm.
Then we should get that back to town and secured? Question
Mhm.
mark.
And then go take care of it.
And then suspect everyone.
Well, I have it sent. If we could kind of locate where this void is in the jungle. It's gonna move by the time we get back to town.
The place where the portal opened, is it a regular was it a random place, or is it some place where that happens over you know, Is it one of the fixed points?
It's not a fixed point. It's it seemed forced. Let's see which direction are you moving?
Heading right for us.
Oh, I have good news and bad news for you.
Oh, bad
Let's
news
get the bad
first.
news first.
Yep. Yeah.
The bad news is it's not coming for you. The good news is you'll find it if you go to where you're going.
Oh, it's going to town.
Oh.
Hmm.
And there's a little bit worse news. In the town, my vision is less.
So if we
That
take
makes
like a
sense.
plant in a pot into town, would you be able to like see better?
No, I can still see through the trees that are still remaining there, because it is like I said. Remember, it's kind of like that three-structured tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because it is no longer technically
Jungle.
jungle. I can no longer. It's like looking through shattered glass.
Oh.
We got 2 druids that could like. I don't know if they could do that much though. I don't know how much the town folk would like that.
No,
Well, put a big-
No, just like drive a swath of jungle through the middle of town. Druid craft up a.
You'd have to get rid of the whole town, technically.
Mm.
I mean, that can be arranged.
Yeah,
No,
I was
that
about to say
cannot.
that.
That cannot be arranged.
There.
Sorry.
I was just about to say that.
I have too much invested in the town already.
I have too much invested in the jungle already. What's your point, ma'am?
There is jungle. I'm not talking about burning down your investment, am I?
You
We
best
never
not.
said anything about
I mean,
burning it down.
yeah.
We just
Yeah.
as much as Trash likes the jungle wants to eat her half the time, so she's not exactly.
Yeah. We should just,
no. The creatures in the jungle wants to eat her.
Yeah. Well,
There's a
yeah.
difference.
we should just be chill.
Sometimes it's the plants too.
I mean, there's carnivorous plants that I'm pretty sure Trash would fit inside.
There's carnivorous plants that even Shanty would fit inside.
Oh.
Probably.
Hey,
How about
Shanty, smell this flower.
Oh,
how about we just take care of what we can take care of, and then we'll see about the rest. Is right now.
Yeah.
We still have this stone to take care of. Do you know anything about the stone?
she shakes her head.
Okay.
I mean, did you feel anything when it like was tickling your roots?
Mm.
Oh.
I don't really feel what happens to the jungle around me. And that sensation is something to focus on. I usually just focus on sight and hearing.
You can feel when those creatures show up, right?
I can feel the energies of the portals and such.
Would you be wanting to like warn us when it does, so we can help out?
I mean, her and Rodent have a love line, so I'm sure she can.
Yeah, but I'm asking if she's willing to.
If anything pops up, you can always ask. As long as I cannot initiate a conversation from a distance.
Okay. Rodent? You have new homework?
Mhm.
Ask this very nice lady daily if anything came out of the murder portal.
If anything's trying to kill us.
I mean, you that is a spell that you can use
I mean,
daily, right? It's a daily cooldown, or is it a?
I mean, I already do talk daily.
Yeah, I'm just telling you to ask her that as well. Just put it
Just
on the
add it to
calendar. Add it
your
to your
conversation repertoire.
Yeah. Just pretend. How
How are
have
you
been
doing? Is anything trying to kill us?
What's gonna try to eat us today?
Mhm.
Yeah. Is there any place to investigate that you know of?
Already asked about that type of
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, I informed Roden of the what you had found in another place that just I can't predict where it'll appear.
Ask her where all the adventuring parties with good stuff died. I don't know. I'm just like thinking like,
The answer is yes.
yes.
Everywhere.
I mean, we need to gear up if we're gonna go into the Shadowfell, right?
We should get back to the laboratory and I will start working on potions that might help us. We also need some research done.
All right.
It's always good to prepare. Hmm. Is there any other questions? Or anything else you wish to say?
We'll just come back here when we need, whenever we're ready to go. Or should we go somewhere else to meet you?
Right, to get to open a portal, correct?
Yes. I don't feel like we're ready now.
Do you want one to the Feywild, you said?
Turns and looks at the group.
I mean, Feywild first for information gathering, right? You wanted to see if you could find survivors and family, right?
That's the only thing I have to go on is clues, and yeah.
I mean, you got more to go on than we do.
All right, she'll turn and say yes. Feywild first, and then go from there. If we need to go to the Shadowfell, I'm not quite sure.
And she nods and she looks at Vane, who walk up towards you and kind of hold out a a platter. You see on there 2 scrolls. I assumed you'd help them. She'll one. You see, it has like a red bound to it. If you bring it to one of the natural gates, which one you've already located, we'll open one of the more permanent gates temporarily, and everyone will get you back.
Note to self: do not lose get back scroll.
Yep. I'm a red bound open, other one closed. Okay.
How about we check if it works?
Are these like one use?
Yes.
Oh.
One other question.
Yes.
Your once we get through, your partner, where could where could we find them? Or I guess everywhere. Yes, I know, but I just kind of motions to the physical body standing before her.
I'm unsure where they are. They like me. They can move their home. Uh, she looks at Roden. You probably communicate with them the same way you did with me. You would need something to prove. How about this? And she puts her palm out to just whoever wishes to take her hand.
I look at the druids.
Yeah, the druids.
I was like, Rhoda, get over here! Rhoda, get over here!
Raise her hand.
I mean, I've been talking with this person for ever since I knew to talk to trees.
You kind of hold your hand for a
Fine.
moment and close your eyes, and you can feel. You can see this almost like from where her eyes are. This kind of like line work pattern that curls down her face, almost like giving her face this kind of like bark like texture as it kind of goes down and then up her arm to her hand, and it's a more like a warmth, not necessarily a burning, but like a warmth in the palm of your hand, and then those lines recede back to her eyes, and she lets go. As you look at the palm of your hand, you see the druid symbol for cycle. They see this symbol, they'll know it's from me, and they should give you the same amount of respect as I.
Thank you.
Go there. And then and she looks at everybody.
If I was a squirrel, I'd be like, "Shit,"
Mm.
but I'm not.
Ooh. 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 An idea.
Okay.
I don't know if that. In your vast being, while Rodin is more like you, I am more in tune with the spirits of the creatures that inhabit.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me vision of beasts that I have not come in contact with, their spirit, that I might be able to commune with and gain their power?
Take more forms or know of more forms than you already know of, correct?
Yes. Well, ask permission to be able to use them, yes.
Yeah. She. I could do this if that is what you wish. She will reach forward towards you, and she will place kind of the palm of her hand across your eye. And she will basically show you energies, the spirits, like you said, of anything that's in this jungle that is a beast. And you're probably standing there for probably it probably takes her about a minute to kind of go through all this before she pulls her hand back. Go ahead and make me just a wisdom save.
21.
You easily kind of like regain your like. It was like being thrown down a tunnel of just like, you know, in the fun houses, those spinning tunnels where the block goes,
Yeah.
but like instead of like the stars over that, it's just a bunch of different images of like animals. You were like being on that kind of for a moment, suddenly being pulled back to your feet in the room. I hope that.
She will say thank you. I will ask their permission, but I know how to call them now.
She nods.
And I guess just let me know if there's anything squirrely in the jungle.
Squirrels.
Because didn't you say at one point there are polar bears?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much anything in the beast that's a beast in the normal book will be in the jungle.
Okay.
I don't think
Cool.
there's anything that wouldn't be, except for like sharks and anything.
What about like dinosaurs, like T-Rexes?
Yeah,
Because
actually,
I
yeah,
like T-Rex is like one of the better ones, or maybe that's not Beast. I don't remember.
Oh no,
Or that
I
might be
think
too high of a CR. I don't
it's
remember.
too high of a CR, but a T-Rex.
yeah, there are those in the jungle as well. They're deeper, much than any of you've been. They don't tend to walk far from their current.
I can turn into a dinosaur, y'all.
Hmm. And looks at the rest of you and kind of thinks for a second. Is there anything else before you go?
I mean, I can't think of anything that Trash would ask about other than like, yeah, nothing really.
If you wish, I can. I should be able to. Get you there before the whatever arrives, if you wish.
That might be nice. Just in case, like, we can warn our people. You know, he could easily like skin one of the people in our guild, and we would never know. So we need to warn our you know, we don't want to end up finding out that Lek got taken over by Skywalker.
She nods. I should have enough energy to help. Her butler and kind of just take them to the to get them that from there. And he nods and all right, yeah, I can do that. Whenever you guys are ready. And he'll basically Gare at the top of steps. So whenever ready, just let him know. Do you have any other business here before you guys head up and we take a break?
How fancy is this tower?
It seems, from what you've seen, pretty decent. Like, it doesn't seem like...
No, never mind. We're not stealing from the jungle. This is bad. No.
Don't
No.
you dare steal from the jungle.
No. I was gonna let Gregory loose, but I was like, no. I was like, no. No. No, Shino goes upstairs.
Yeah, I would say, like, there's nothing here is, like, extravagant. There's no, like, you're not sure what, like, even the couches, they seem to be kind of, like, very general. So it's not, like, overly... This isn't, like, rich tower.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Doesn't have much
Just seems to be for
need for it.
comfort, basically. Yeah, she'll sit back down. Whatever. I'll put Cecilia here because she's good to go. She's just writing all of
Meat
this
stick
down.
and some spicy brown.
I mean, when a part of the archaeology just realizes, oh, the jungle is alive and apparently also a person.
And someone in her party has been talking to her
Yep.
the
Mm-hmm.
entire time.
I'm sure that's fine. You might get a conversation later. So, what did you talk about?
Oh, it's coming. Because Rodin said later to Shino, it's coming.
I think it's still gonna be two different conversations. One wants to know the technical. One just wants to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any more questions for her, or things you wish to talk left down here?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm sure I forgot something, but I'm good.
Am I muted still?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I'm gonna put you guys in this, and we will copy you guys. We'll take a break, and then when we get back, we'll be leaving the tower. So I will be right back as well. Sure.
Hello? Here we. We lopen terug. Hallo?
I don't think anybody else is back yet.
Ja. Dus waar gaan we nu? Gaan we gewoon terug naar kamp. Want we hebben die steen nog.